All right, in our last video, we completed the massive assembly of cutting our plywood and then putting our attaching our plywood into our skirt leg assembly 2 halves. So basically bringing the 2 halves of that together, cutting the plywood, putting that together, and bringing that all in. So that was kind of a big undertaking. In between cuts here, I did put in some Craig Jig plugs. I do only have those in a couple of varieties. So if I have any and you want to ask, they're optional. It's just with the glass top, you can kind of see those openings. So we're not going to put them on the bottom of our top. So if you are joining late to the video, I've been saying this a few times that my coffee table is a little narrower than what yours is. I'm making this one for me, and I've kind of got a special place I want to put it, so I needed one a little narrower. But ignore that. Follow your sheet. Follow the dimensions. It's the same exact project. I just cut a couple boards a little shorter, so it's the same process. Just follow your numbers. Okay. In this video, we are going to be going through the process of our trim. Now, we made that trim at the beginning when we were cutting all our pieces down to size. They're part of our original 20, but we didn't send them through the time saver yet, so they weren't sanded down to 3/4 of an inch thick. Okay, the reason for that is because we're going to actually sand them down to a 1/2 inch, but first we want to get them cut to size. So on the sheet, you noticed, I believe it was the dimensions were a little above 30. They had the greater than symbol 34, so the length was a little longer than 34, and then the length for your shorts, yours were supposed to be a little longer than 16. So again, mine are going to be different, but that's okay. So I've got a piece here. It's a little over 34, so we know we're good there. And so the reason why we didn't cut it to exactly 34 was because there's a chance that once you put this whole thing together, you know, if a skirt's a little long or plywood's a little long, a dado was a little small or something, this might not be exactly 34. You know, in a perfect world, in a CAD model, we could have cut these right to 34 and they'd fit perfectly, but let's see. And as you can see, mine is not quite perfect. I'm about a 1/16 off, so a little something off somewhere. That's okay. So I need to actually cut mine about a 1/16 under 34. So I am going to mark it just above that point because this is something that I really want to get to be a tight fit. I don't want this to drop in and go clunk, 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 clunk. Okay, so I'm going to be making multiple trips here to the miter saw. Is the plan, anyway. We'll see how we do. So I know that's definitely not going to, I didn't cut to my line. So here's the pro tip, which we're going to be doing this probably a few times. If we just want to shave a hair off, if it's super close but just doesn't quite fit, you actually just push it up against the blade, and you know, it's the teeth that do the cutting, not the blade, and the teeth are a little wider than the blade. So if you go up against the blade, hold it there, as you can see, it takes off just, I don't even know if you'd call that a 32nd of an inch. So I'm guessing this won't fit. I tried to err on the side of caution. I want to take my time with this. Yeah, it doesn't fit. That's okay. I was hoping. Okay, so we'll keep doing that, just taking off a hair. And this is something you want to be patient with. I'm not sure if this is going to take me 4 times or 2 times or whatever. What you don't want to do is get greedy and push too much or take too big of a bite off and then have a big air gap here. Ooh, I am close. One more of those might do it. Safety first, don't go. You know, I feel like I'm kind of rushing a little bit too much. I should slow down a bit. Ooh. I think we're gonna call that. Yep, look at that. Huh? Yep, look at that fit. Holy cow, that's tight. Maybe a little too tight. That's okay. Okay, so that would, you know, let's shave a little. That was too perfect. This time I'm gonna press really lightly against the side of the blade. hopefully I didn't take off too much because that was about perfect. I know that some of you might think, well, I'll just sand that down, but it won't be square, you know, so you do want to use the saw. It's a good fit. I wanted it to actually get stuck in there, and I guess it kind of gets stuck. I guess if I turn it this way, and it's a good fit, you know. So I already did these ahead of time. I also labeled them. How to label is you want to make sure you get the inch wide. Okay. So the part that is actually an inch, you can take and you can measure it. I was just checking on the other one. This is going to be D. And then I'm going to make lines that way, so hopefully you can see the D shape there. Do the same thing over here. So this is the width. I ripped that to an inch. You can actually see my table saw cut there, so that kind of proves it. Okay. Now I want to keep my inch an inch. So when I sand this down, my goal is to sand this down so it becomes flush there. So you can see I'm gonna have that line be vertical. So that's D. See, I marked that one A. And that was my goal, was to actually get it like that is perfect. So got a little too greedy on the other one, but that's okay. It's still gonna be a good fit. So we got B, B. Again, I sized all these to fit. Like you saw in that last one, I cut it to fit there. So who knows if D is actually the exact same size as B or not. But you can see how I got all these like stuck in there. Did all these perfect. And then my one for the video, of course, I cut a little off. All right, so they're all labeled. I know which way is my inch. Okay, I'm ready to start sending these to the time saver. So now the goal is to sand these down so this is going to be flush here. Okay, it won't be flush on the bottom because this is an inch, and I measured that, you know, across the distance here is an inch. Your plywood is actually just a touch under 3/4, so we're going to end up attaching that flush here on the top. So there is a lip under here. That's okay. It makes the plywood look a little thicker, more substantial, beefier, but yet it doesn't have the weight and the cost and everything of an inch thick piece of plywood. You know, we just would have had to put an inch trim on there anyway because we don't want to see that plywood there. So anyway, we are going to go to the time saver next. I'll skip this part for filming because you guys have already, you can watch my other one about sanding. But one thing to note is that you can see my labeling. This is the inch wide, and that's I put that horizontal line there to keep that straight. Okay, I am never going to send them through like that. I won't have that line be vertical. I'll send them some through this way, and then I'll flip it 180 eventually and send it some through the other way, but that line will always be horizontal. Okay, so I'm gonna get this all running again. You can watch that previous video on how to do that, and I'll cut it and I'll resume it when we start assembling. You can kind of see the fit that we're going for. So we went through the time saver, sanded that down quite a bit from it's almost an inch by inch to now we are flush with the outside of our project. That was our goal. So now we are ready to assemble. Okay, what you're going to need for assembly are the air nail gun and a couple of short bar clamps and a couple of longer bar clamps. Okay, we'll do, actually it's probably a good thing to keep in there. We'll do one side at a time. Figure out what side you want up. I got a burn mark there that I'll sand that off later, but might as well put that on the bottom. Now, I'm not gonna put glue on this entire face because remember that plywood is only 3/4 of an inch thick and this board is an inch wide. There's my damp paper towel. Always a good thing to have handy. Okay, so now there is a trick to this as far as where to clamp and where to put nails in first in order to get this flush across the top. Because remember, we want to get remember, we want to get this flush. However, we don't want, we can't, you know, if the trim gets too high, I'm afraid to sand it down because if I sand into my plywood, I'm in trouble. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure the outside here is flush, tighten that down. The outside here is flush, tighten that down. Now, you might have one of two problems. You might have what I have here, where I have the plywood in the middle is sticking up way too high, or you might have the other problem where the trim is way too high. But I'm good on the outsides, so what do? Actually, I saw a little bit of excess glue there. Definitely want to clean that up before it dries. Okay, so what do? You put the clamps on the outside first, pop an air nail in here, and then later, once those nails are in, we can take these clamps off, move them in, and then as you can see, we can flex that middle to get it where we want. So we'll do the outsides first. If you have to err one way, you know, like, you know, you're fighting with it, struggling with it, and trying to figure out exactly where to put it, I would err on having the trim be a little too high. Because again, you could try sanding it down if you don't think you'll hit the plywood, which is risky, but also a lip going into the plywood, you know, with poly and stuff, that might kind of fill it in a little bit. You might get away with something. If it's too low and you see veneer and plywood, there's no saving that. So anyway, so good firm push on the nail gun. Remember, we're trying to hit the middle of the 3/4, not the middle of the, you know, this is an inch. I don't want to hit the middle of the inch. I'm aiming for the 3/4 plywood, so I'm trying to hit that, so I'm a little above center. So as you can see, that nail is a little higher than the middle. So loosen that clamp. Now I'm kind of, see if I can flex the wood. Flex. Flex the wood. And looks like another bar clamp might do me some good right there as far as getting things tight. Now, also, when you're clamping, if you notice that joint opening, the answer to that might be to bring the clamp up higher, because again, the center force of where that threaded shaft is, if it's lower, it's going to do that to your trim. So if anything, you want it to go a little that way so the top stays like there. I got some glue coming out. One, I got to make sure I clean the glue up, but that's a good sign. It's coming together tight. So actually, let's put an air nail right next to the clamp, next to that clamp. And just kind of eyeballing, seeing if before clamps do anything else. Throw an air nail in there too. That's pretty good. Okay. Definitely don't want any glue on the plywood. That would be the big problem. Okay, so there's one, not too bad. And a little bit of an air gap's gonna bug me, so that was the one that wasn't perfectly friction fit. So let's try this one. So again, I start with getting the outsides exactly where I want them. Not worried about the middle for now. Now I am having a little, I'm keeping track of where I put the clamp because I need to get a nail gun in there yet. It's almost a little too flush. That's good. Okay, ready for a couple more nails. This to the middle. Okay, so basically if you're not happy with something, now's the time to fix it. So if you see a gap you're not happy with, or you're not, like if it's a little open here, bring a clamp over there, shoot a nail into it. When the glue's wet, that goes for like when you're putting the legs together, putting the trim together. When it's wet and we got screws still and things, or just clamps on stuff, look around, make sure it's the way you want. So that's pretty good. A little, like I said, a little lip here or there. Like I said, getting that excess glue off is really important. So we're gonna do the same thing for the other trim. Now again, remember your trim's gonna be a little longer, your project's a little wider, but we'd use the long bar clamps to go across that way, but it's the same process. So in the next video, we're going to put the top on.